Hey everyone, this is Lesky here, back with another FIFA 21 Pro Clubs player build for you guys today. And in this video, we have for you a Joshua Kimmich build, which was requested in the comments by a few viewers. Kimmich has been highly requested on the channel for a while now, and I'm finally getting to it, so sorry for the delay, guys. But now I'm releasing out this Kimmich build. Actually, with this build, I didn't use this build or play with this build since we only have like 3 or 4 people on at a time on our club. It's really hard to have people drop down into the midfield, so I let our any actually use this build and test it out so I could play up top with another build, and then he could use this build and see how it works in the midfield with our formation. And it actually seemed to work really well with this build in the midfield, because all the other like default computer center mids are not the fastest. They only have like 77 pace, and then like the CDMs have like 73 pace. So when you have like your own build in the midfield, it really helps a lot for just trying to steal the ball back, especially if you're an innie and you want to switch to a player that's pretty fast and good defensively compared to the other computer players, which are pretty slow. So as you guys can see, we are 5'8", 149 on this athletic page. I decided to go for 149, not to go any less or any higher. 174, I think it makes you have more sprint speed than acceleration, which isn't terrible, but for a Kimmich build, like on all of his cards, he has a way more acceleration than sprint speed, and we're not even going to be able to get close to that. As you guys can see, we have one more acceleration than sprint speed. So I tried to get at least somewhat close when it comes to that, but obviously it's not going to be that close because like I'm looking at Kimmich's 92 rated card. He has 84 acceleration and 72 sprint speed. So that's a pretty big gap in between the two. So if you're on this athletic page, just make sure you are set at 5'8", 149 pounds, and you'll be good to go, and we can move on to the skill tree. Here on this Kimmich playstyle screen, as you guys can see, for me, the overall is an 89 on this bottom right-hand side. But for some of y'all, if y'all played less games than me, it could be a lower overall, and if y'all played more games than me, it could even be a 90 or even higher. I'm not too sure, but on this right side, you can see that we're listed as a center mid, 5'8", 149 pounds, and right-footed. And then we can move on to the skill tree, which we'll start with the physical page first. For this left side, we only went, this was like some extra skill points, and you might as well do it since it gives you +4 strength for 3 skill points. Pretty good. And then looking at Kimmich's cards, like his lowest rated card, let's look at his base card. His lowest rated card, see what his physical stats are. He has 67 strength and 79 jumping, and then it bumps up after every other card. Like his next card, he gets bumped up to 81 jumping, 69 strength, which is exactly what we have, and then we have more jumping obviously, but the same strength. So he's really just chilling around the high 60s, low 70s in all of his cards when it comes to strength, except for like the really high rated cards like his team of the season and team of the years. Like those have like mid 80s strength, which is something we're not going to get for a small center mid since they have very weak physical stats. So, and then also since I didn't use this build, our innie used it, we didn't have second wind. So what you're gonna have to do is you will actually have to take this off. So if you are playing any, I would suggest having that on. But if you're not playing any, what I would do is make sure you have the second wind on, because that's going to be huge, especially for like a box-to-box midfielder build. And going forward and playing defense, you're going to need a lot of stamina. Even though you already have crazy stamina, you're still going to need that extra stamina boost in the 75th minute towards the end of the games. So that'll be extremely helpful. So you're just going to have to take off some of the strength, which will get you down to 65, which is pretty weak. I mean, even going up to 69 is still pretty weak anyways, so it might not make too much of a difference. So yeah, if you aren't playing any, just make sure you go all the way down to second wind on the physical page, and then you'll be good to go. So now we can move on to defending. With defending, we had to go for a substantial increase on all the defending stats, because on all of Kimmich's cards, that's like his highest stat is defending, other than like passing, I'm pretty sure, and maybe dribbling. His defending's pretty high. And as a center mid, like base stats, center mids and pro clubs have really bad base stats. You can just tell off the defensive awareness, 74 defensive awareness. Like if this was a CDM build, the defense would be a lot closer to his stats. But since it's a center mid, we kind of just have to work with what we got. So what I did, and we're kind of just still looking at his lowest rated card, his 88 rated card, and then a little bit of his 89 rated inform card. Like on his 88 rated card, he has 82 interceptions, so we actually got better than that. He has 84 stand tackling and 79 slide tackling. So he has better stand tackling, one less slide tackling, and we actually have better interceptions. And this is his base card. So compared to his base card defensively, we're actually very close. And then on his other cards, it goes up a bit, like just goes up like 1 or 2 every other upgrade. So the defensive stats really aren't that bad for a center mid, taking into the fact that like their base stats are really low. So upgrading it will actually get you to the 80s in every single stat except for defensive awareness, which you can't do anything about. And then the only thing we left off was the interceptions advanced focus. But looking at Kimmich's cards, we have higher interceptions than all of his cards except for when he gets to his 90 rated card. Once he goes up from his 88 to his 90 rated card, he gets exactly 85 interceptions, and then we're spot on when it comes to that. So this will be it for this defensive section. Pretty simple. Get everything except for this last one, this interceptions advanced focus. Over here on the dribbling page, we needed to make sure we got that high agility and balance that Kimmich has on all of his cards. Like looking at his lowest rated card, he has 84 agility, 84 balance, and then after that it gets upgraded even more. Like looking at his 90 rated card, it gets upgraded to 87 agility and 87 balance, to exactly what we have compared to his 90 rated card. He has 87 agility, 87 balance, 88 ball control, and 86 dribbling. So we actually have better ball control and dribbling. I guess you could take this off if you want. It's not like crazy important. I wouldn't take these off because these give you +2 for 1 skill point. But it's always nice to have pretty good dribbling on your build. But on this left side, we went for the full agility balance upgrade. Like I said, we decided to go for 4-star skills on this build. I know Kimmich doesn't have 4-star skills in this game. He only has 3 with the 4-star weak foot. Even on like Kimmich's higher upgraded cards, like his 96 rated TOTS card and his team of the year card, those he didn't get his skills upgraded. He still only has 3 skills, 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot. So this will be it for this dribbling section, and we can move on to passing. So as we all know, Kimmich is known for his passing ability in real life. He has extremely good crossing and really good long passing, as well as short passing. Like just looking at his base card, he has 84 vision, 91 crossing, 87 short pass, 86 long pass, 85 curve, and that's just his base stats. Like we're gonna beat him in those for his base stats on his lowest card. But like if you go to his higher rated card, like say his 91 rated card, he has 88 vision, which we're still beating that, which is impressive. 95 crossing, something we're not gonna be able to touch. 91 short pass, 90 long pass. So this is where it's getting a little bit closer. He actually has better short pass, but we have around the same long pass, and then his curve is really high of 89 and we have 88. So this is where the passing actually gets really close to his cards. So I decided, since for center mid they already have really good long passing stats, got to bump up that short passing to get it a little bit higher. So we went for the first 3 to get that to 88. And then like I said, Kimmich has crazy crossing. That's like his highest passing stat on all of his cards. So I feel like it wouldn't be a Kimmich build if I don't try to bump up the crossing just a little bit. I mean, I know it's a center mid build. Actually, when I say a little bit, I only upgrade it like once. So I think it was just 1 extra skill point and I decided just to upgrade it. But like this is a center mid build, so you're probably not gonna be crossing too much. Like yeah, you might be able to take some set pieces and like whip the ball in from corner kicks and free kicks and stuff like that. But I guess this build is kind of quick and fast, so you might see yourself going out wide trying to cross the ball in. So there might be a time where you have to cross the ball in and that 85 crossing can help. But this was also just an extra skill point. Like if you wanted to, you could add it to long passing, but there's really no point. And if you don't want this dribbling and you actually wanted that strength, you could actually do this and get that strength instead of the extra dribbling and this passing. That is an alternative you could do, but we're just gonna have it like this, and then this will be it for the passing section. Like I said, when we compared it to Kimmich's passing on his cards, they're very similar when it comes to the passing stats, if not better in some categories. So now on to the shooting section. So like I said, Kimmich has the 4-star weak foot on FIFA this year, so that's what we had to go for. We had to go for the 4-star weak foot in the center, and then on this left side, we went all the way down to this 3rd shot power, and then down to this 2nd finishing on the left, which will give us +2 finishing and bump our finishing up to 78. On all of Kimmich's cards, his finishing is not very good. Like looking at his 91 rated card, he has 71 finishing. And then once it hits his team of the year cards and team of the season cards, like his 96 high rated cards, his finishing goes up to 81, which is still not like crazy. That's like barely higher than what we have, which is 78. But comparing like his other shooting stats to his lower rated card, like his 91 rated card, he has 90 long shots exactly, which is what we have, And then he has 83 shot power, which we're not gonna be able to touch. Because this is a center mid that's like 5'8", they're not gonna have crazy shot power stats. Just center mids in general, even if you were to make it like a 6-foot center mid, you would only get to like 80 shot power, maybe like 82 or something like that, depending on how much shot power you've upgraded. But this is like pretty much the best we can get it, unless we add this skill point right here and this and these right here. But that would be like 5 or 6 skill points just to add plus 2 shot power and some long shots. So it's not really worth it since we already have 90 long shots, and then 78 shot power is not going to be a crazy big deal. You're not going to be shooting too much, and our innie actually did get quite a few good goals with this build. Like when it just comes to just banging it back post or finesse shotting it, you don't notice the shot power too much. You really notice the long shot though, that 90 long shot stat. And then also try some finesse shots if you have to, since you don't have a crazy shot power. Finesses, you don't need insane shot power for them to work. You really just need a lot of curve. 88 curve as a center mid will help a lot with long range finesse shots with that 90 long shots. Like if y'all do try this build, I'm almost confident that a lot of you guys will get some outside the box finesse shots with this build because of that high curve and 90 long shots. A lot of your goals will probably be coming from those long shots if they're not pressing you. So definitely give it a try. If the defense isn't stepping up on you and just parking in the bus, definitely just give it a rip and see how it works. So this is it for shooting, and now we can move on to pace. So what we went for, we decided to not go for these 2 last ones in the middle that are +5, because that would actually get our sprint speed higher than our acceleration, which is, like I said, I didn't want to do. So we went all the way down to the sprint speed on the bottom right and all the way down to the acceleration on the bottom left, and then you'll be good to go on pace. We get 87 acceleration, 86 sprint speed. And again, comparing to Kimmich's Team of the Year card, he has a total of 85 pace, and then comparing to Kimmich's Team of the Season card, his newest card, he has a total of 87 pace. So we're actually spot on when it comes to pace for Kimmich, which I think is pretty cool. And this build is definitely usable in Division 1 because of how fast it is. But this will now wrap it up for this Joshua Kimmich build. Let me know in the comments if y'all do try this build out, how it went for you. I would love to hear that. And also, if you could hit that subscribe button on my channel. I got to 1,000 subscribers in my last video, and thank you guys so much for the support. I want to keep growing this channel, pumping out FIFA content, Pro Clubs content, and I can't wait for FIFA 22 to come out so I can pump out even more fresh Pro Clubs content for you guys. So please, if y'all could hit that subscribe button on my channel, I'd greatly appreciate that. And even that like button on this video to help me out with that YouTube algorithm. I would love it if y'all could do that. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.